So child's pose, very welcoming, very warming, just tuning into a practice. No courage needed. Just being here, showing up is all the work you needed to do today. So you're already successful. And then we'll even get a little more daring and daunting as we progress step by step. So first, empty all air. And take a deep breath in and sigh it out of the mouth. Good. Another deep breath in and sigh it out. Move your jaw up and down a few times. Relax the temporal muscle, so the muscle just in front of your ears. In fact, even take your hands, maybe one at a time, massage your face. So really relaxing the area just in front of the brain, nice and soft. Final breath in child's pose. Breathe it in and sigh it out. Good, nice work. Second pose, we're gonna just stretch the lungs a little bit. Walk your hands to the right and stack left hand on top of right. Breathing in and relaxing, sighing it down. Good, another inhale, stretch the side body, so maybe even walk a little more to the right. And exhale, sink the left hip down. So kind of go into the unknown, maybe where you haven't been before. So a little more stretched on the left side. Good, then inhale, walk center. And exhale over to the left side, opening up right side body. Breathing in, so find space between each rib and relaxing. And then go to a little more of the unknown, so maybe even more forward or even more to the left. Still getting a nice openness in the right side, stretching the right hip. Good, inhale here and exhale, walk to center, child's pose. Inhale up to a tabletop posture, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Moving through cat-cow. So inhale, really stretch the belly and heart through arms. So deep stretch for the belly. And then exhale, cat, tuck the hips, round it out. So on your own breath, but also do go into the unknown of how far you can stretch your belly. And then how far can you stretch the middle of the back? Relax the neck. Inhaling cow, so the deepest cow you can do, heart through arms. Oh, and exhale, cat, round it out, so carve it out. Then come straight to tabletop. Tuck toes under, send hips high to downward facing dog. Pedal it out a moment. So really gaze at your own belly or between your legs. Ankles are soft. Good, inhale, tabletop, little mini vinyasa, and exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop, and exhale to down dog, stretch the legs long. So really taking the air in through the nose, so starting to fire up the air. Exhale, sit back. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, down dog. And we'll move through that one more time. Inhaling, tabletop. Exhaling, child's pose. Open the knees. Good. Inhaling, tabletop. And exhale, down dog. Set up your upside down V. Place weight into the ball mounts of your hands, so a little away from the wrists. Let it feel good. Then we're going to inhale to plank pose, heels, hips, and head in alignment. And we're going to swivel just a little to the left. So pull yourself into uncertainty, a little unbalanced. And then inhale, center, exhale, swivel to the right, a little uncertain. Inhale, center. Exhale, hug the belly in. Inhale, center tabletop, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, down dog. And then come to seated just so you can wiggle out the wrists a little bit, circle out the wrists. And in our seat at the back of the mat, come to prayer position and gently tilt your head. So stretch the back of the neck, relax the shoulders. If you need to roll the shoulders, do that for a breath cycle. But just come to a place of contentment, stretching the back of the neck. Good. Back up to our down dog. So inhale through tabletop, exhale, down dog. Good. Take a lot of mini steps. Come to a forward fold at the top of the mat, an intentional baby step. So moving the hips. At ragdoll pose, hug your elbows, lengthen the side body. So from hips to the base of the ribs, let that be long. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And really surrender, so be vulnerable here. Allow the hips to relax in front of the legs, opening up your seat. So just maybe a little more vulnerability than you're used to, stretching deeper into the hamstrings. Breath in and breath out. Good, hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. How far can you reach out? Almost to where you tip. And then forward fold, hinge at the hips. And then try that again. Inhale, nice straight body. So long and stretched. And exhale, forward fold. Good, micro bend knees. So here's the opposite. Gonna tuck your hips, tuck your chin, and luxuriously roll up one vertebra at a time. Nice work. Mini vinyasa here. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. So I'm going all the way to prayer position standing. And exhale, forward fold. So I'm not bending my knees, I was just showing you my hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana. So arms are kind of side, kind of forward, just this big V, grabbing in space. And exhale, Samastitihi, stand tall. Hands to the hips and step the left leg way back. So this is my first position of vulnerability. Here it's very unstable. I have trouble finding strength in this pose. So you want to step back, challenge yourself today. So open to the experience. It's almost like you're on those things they tie between two trees and bounce up and down. There's a lot of vulnerability, but just be strong. Using inner legs for support, stretching into the right hip. Nice and slow, raising arms overhead, strengthening the legs, lift the chest. So nice, vulnerable yet strong, courageous crescent lunge. Breath in here and exhale, plank pose. Hands to the mat, step back. Breath in plank pose, breath out. And for a moment, lift your pecs up and your belly. So feel a little lengthening from side to side, right shoulder blade to left. Breath in plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Soften the ankles. Press hands and feet into the mat. So strong down dog, sending your hips up and back. Neck is relaxed. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, many steps to the top of the mat. So loosening the legs. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Micro bend knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. So luxurious, but a little bit faster. Coming up to about the count of 3, 2, 1. And left side, inhale, Tadasana, circle arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, circle arms up. And then slice through the air. Exhale, Samastitihi. Hands come from upper prayer position to lower for the left side. Hands to the hips. Step the right foot way back this time. Nice strong crescent lunge. Pelvic bowl feels strong, right? So you don't want to straighten the back leg so much that it tilts your hips forward. So keep a nice micro bend in the knee. And when you're ready, raise arms forward and up, crescent lunge. But do take your position wide enough from left foot to right foot that there is a little vulnerability and little place where you have to use the base of your muscles, the inner legs, to hold yourself up. Strong, getting a stretch into the left hip. Or just courageously holding this posture, breathing in and breathing out. Breath in, fill your lungs. And exhale, hug it in. Good, one more. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, plank pose. Hands to the mat, step it back. Good, nice work. And again, just feel a lot of space in the shoulders. So strengthening the shoulder area, using your six pack. Now we're going to take Kapalabhati breath. You can do it, ideally I wanted to do it in plank pose. You can come to a seat for a moment, but we're going to do about 30 seconds of removing toxins. So part of courage is getting courage to get rid of obstacles. And on the physical mat, just the symbol of that would be removing physical areas of tension and toxins. And fire breath is great for that. So it's an inhale soft, but a really forced exhale, a ha sound, ha, but then draw it through your nose. So first say a few ha's, and then draw it through the nose. Now the kicker is we want to do it in plank pose. So go back to your plank pose, nice and strong, and do at least 15 to 30 seconds of Kapalabhati breath. So really hugging the belly in. So it sounds like. And then if you get tired, you can go for that exhale or child's pose. We're just clearing out hot air, clearing out, you can feel it through the cells of your skin. For about 5 more seconds. Good, inhale and exhale, child's pose. So let go of dizziness or sort of power through a light air effect. Breathing in and breathing out in child's pose on your mat. I'll get away from the mic, back over to child's pose. Good, from Kapalabhati breath, inhale to tabletop, exhale, down dog. Again, come to the ball mounts of your hands and the ball mounts of your feet. In down dog, inhaling, lifting the heels, and exhaling, melting the heels towards the back of the mat. Nice work. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step right foot nimbly between your hands, spin left heel to the mat. Circle left arm up, right arm front, warrior two. So this is one that's not as much vulnerability, just finding focus. Good, inhale, straighten right leg, and exhale, turn toes to face the mat. And then we're gonna open toes to Goddess of Victory squat. Heels in, toes out. Some people call this horse pose. Micro bend your knees and hold on to your legs. Breath in, breath out. So this whole Warrior 2 series is designed just between courage. So just feeling comfortable in the position, just that we're here, moving through the joints and muscles. So this is inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder to left knee. I'm actually feeling very vulnerable in this pose. I'm using the exhale to hug the muscles in at the base of my body. So on the exhale, I'm really hugging in at the base of my body, allowing the upper body to flow with the experience, flow with grace. Inhaling, center. Exhale, right shoulder to left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale, center, and pause. And exhale, come to a stand, staying wide. Open your arms out like a T. Breath in here. And exhale, Warrior 2, left side. You're going to spin the right heel gently back, feel the outer edge of the right foot as you sink into the left hip a little bit, bend left knee. Stacking shoulders over hips. And this can be vulnerable, but again, we've got that right leg strong. This is a position of focus. And focus in on the breath, moving in and moving out. Good. Inhale in Warrior 2. Exhale, plank pose, windmill, hands back. And step the left foot back to plank underneath you. Breath in here. And exhale, down dog. Nice work. Inhale the left leg up and back. Three-legged dog, so we're doing the left side. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step the left foot nimbly underneath you. Spin the right heel down. Circle up to Warrior 2. Windmill, right arm back, left arm forward. So again, this series is a little softer. The one thing about courage is soften to the experience. So normally when I practice a courage class, I've always focused on strength or being auspicious. And this one hopefully has a little bit of softening to the experience. I never thought about that before, being vulnerable. Warrior 2, we're gonna straighten the left leg and then turn the left toes to face the center. We're back ready for our Goddess of Victory squat. Turn the heels in, toes out. So about 45 degrees. And bend your knees. Set it up, hands, heart, center. And for a moment, just bow down, stretching the back of the neck. And then in this pose, you want to draw your head back up over your heart, heart over hips. And why not? We can take this into a little vulnerability. Draw your hands behind your back, reverse namaskar, and then lift the heel. So from the squat, knees over ankles. You can try one heel or both. Let's do it. Both of them up. Make it a little vulnerable, using transverse abdominals to hold you up. Good. Press the heels back down, and from that heel action, so heel into the mat, lifting your body up. Press the heels down as the crown floats. Inhaling, arms out like a T. Exhale, Warrior 2. Spin the left heel back, and that'll send your right toes to the front of the mat, bending right knee out over right ankle. Again, this is one not so vulnerable, but feel strong and focused. Shoulders over hips. The left leg keeps you strong. Good. Inhale in Warrior 2. Exhale a plank pose. Windmill, hands down, and step the right leg back. Heel to hips to head is nice and strong. Breath in here. Exhale, down dog. So that kind of love tunnel again, just seeing the whole inner body. Gazing at belly in between your legs. Good. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, step hop or float to the top of the mat. Micro bend knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. The luxurious style. After crescent lunge pose, my second most vulnerable pose personally is warrior 3. So I just feel really unstable trying to hold my back leg to my upper body. So we'll try that now. Warrior 3 right side. We're going to kickstand the left foot. Inhale, raise arms overhead. And then exhale, hinge the body forward. Hinge from the hips. We're keeping the left hip down, raising the left leg any amount. Angling down to a T. So get vulnerable. Get to a point, whoa, where you've never tried to balance before. Pressing right big toe into the mat. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Hug the belly in. How long can you get your upper body and stay strong? You can always leave left foot on the ground, kickstand if you'd like. All right, kickstand left foot, inhale, raise body. And exhale, step the left foot to meet right. Nice work. Come to face the wall, figure 4 right away. You're gonna find strength on the left side. Inhale, Utkatasana. And then we're gonna cross right foot over left. So we're on a different leg. We're stretching the right hip. So a little counter pose. Big challenge to balance. Draw hands heart center if you'd like. So zip that energy through. Feel a stretch in the right hip. Good. Step the right foot down. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, come all the way down to a seat. So after warrior 3, we'll do a little fire breath. And we'll get the left side as well. But just come to face the video. Hips are wide and relaxed on the mat. You can pull a cushion underneath you if you'd like. Raise arms overhead and thumbs are pointing to each other. And try out the Kapalabhati breath. So we're gonna fire it up for about 10 seconds. Breathing in and hawing it out. So ha through your nose though. And make it so loud that you draw the air through your vocal cords and it vibrates. Kind of force it through your mask, through your face. And kind of cleanse the cells on your face. It's almost like your eardrums kind of reverse a little bit. That sounds weird. But just let it be cleansing on the face. Thumbs fired up. Good. Relax your arms to your sides, shoulders relax. Feel a little vibration from that. And if you're dizzy, you could take child's pose or get a drink of water. And then I have to reverse my eardrums a little bit. But I love just firing that up through the face. And that's an acting technique, sending your voice up through your face. I just find it kind of cleansing. And we'll set up the left side, the vulnerability to courage. Letting yourself be vulnerable to courage. Warrior 3, second side. So let's go to down dog. Really doesn't matter which way you face on your mat. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, jump to the top of the mat. Good, nice work. Micro bend knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. So warrior 3, left side, that means kickstanding the right foot back. Raising arms overhead. So this is your warrior 3, but we're going to challenge you to be vulnerable and get to a point where you tick-tock like a seesaw, maybe to a lower spot where you've never been. So if you normally do it here, try tilting all the way. Body makes a T, feel energy out through the back heel, I have a really hard time turning this leg in. So that's my vulnerability there, is getting a nice straight line so I can freely move the energy from right heel through hips through crown of the head. Breathing in and exhale, hug the belly in. Firing up the left hip. Feel the left big toe on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Soft yogi smile. Really get a workout in the left glute. Be strong. One more breath here. And exhale, tick-tock back up, using your core. Woo, good, nice work. Come to stand. And we're gonna gently take figure 4 right away. Inhale, Utkatasana, face the video. Cross left ankle this time, left ankle over right knee. This is a stretch for the left hip. And get down in your tiny chair so the hips are behind the right heel. Little sit-ups in the sky, breathing in, breathing out. Stretching left hip. It's almost like pigeon in the sky for the left leg. Pigeon pose, deepest stretch for the left hip. Good. And just be courageous, maybe stretching deeper to the left leg that you've never done before, hinging the hips. Maybe courageous for you is coming up a little bit and using the core, finding that balance. Nice work, yogis. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, come to stand. And then we're going to go all the way down. The third position of vulnerability in this series is the fire breath. Go ahead and take a seat. Only this time, we're gonna open to softness. So just so you get another breath practice in, and it's a little bit calming. So instead of fire breath, if you wanna stay fired up and you need to remove some stress or some toxins, you could choose fire breath for the next 15 seconds. Otherwise, try a little bit softer, open to softness, alternate nostril breathing. So you take index finger or ring finger, pinky and thumb. And we're gonna inhale through the right nose, close right nostril and exhale through left. Inhale through left nostril, close left nostril, exhale through right. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale down. And then the left side is inhaling through left nostril, close left nostril, exhale through right. Inhale through right, close left nostril, exhale, close right nostril, exhale through left. So I'm holding on right at the end of the bone where it's cartilage. And then releasing, inhaling through both. So really clear the nose and exhale down. And then next set you can do either holding on or just imagine sort of forcing it through. So just opening the experience, trying to get more air through right nostril and more air through left on the exhale. And then do that triangle again, inhaling through left nostril, exhaling through right. Inhaling both evenly and exhaling down. And I think as the movement, I'm having trouble like forcing it. So I'm going to do close right nostril, inhale through left. Close left, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close right, exhale through left. Inhale through both. And exhale down. Good, and then just come to slow and steady breath. So our nose is clear, our stomach is clear, hips are stretched. It's feeling nice and even through the entire body. Removed obstacles removed. And if it's not, they're kind of on their way. Some physical techniques for that. Okay, third set. Vulnerability again. I was gonna do Goddess of Victory, but actually we're gonna do revolving crescent lunge. They're gonna come to tabletop. Inhale and tabletop. Exhale, down dog. All right. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, body makes an L. So really make an L. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Micro bend knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. So before we do revolve crescent lunge, we haven't done a lot of spinal twists yet. They're gonna just do face the front of the mat, face the long edge, sorry, the side of the mat. We're gonna do a gentle spinal twist series. So that's inhaling, slice through, arms overhead, prayer position, and exhale, left elbow across right knee. And inhaling, center, stand tall, and exhale across left knee. So kind of take that alternate nostril breath and but take it into the whole body. So that triangle up, inhale, and exhale across. Then we'll do this 2 more times. Left elbow, inhale, center, exhale, right elbow to left knee. And now 1 more time. Inhale up, exhale, left elbow across. Inhale up, exhale, right elbow across, hug the belly in. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, prayer position, right side, draw left elbow across and hold. So now I want to hold the posture, finding length in the spine. So your knees are even, finding length in the spine, and exhale, hug the belly in. Open your ribs even more to the right side. Keeping the knees forward. Strengthening right in the middle of the spine. Nice work. Inhale, prayer position, arms overhead. Stand tall. Good. Exhale, set up the left side, draw the right elbow across. And then we're going to pause here and really rinse out some toxins and find strength. Nice work. Good. Inhale, center. And exhale, prayer position, left side. So let's just go a little vulnerability. We'll go side crow. Hands to the mat. Right hip to right elbow. Right hip to the right tricep. So it's the upper arm shelf creating that. Keeping the twist. Child's pose at any time, or if you want to do crow to the front, you could do that as well. So we just wanted to add some vulnerability in. Come back to your squat. Feel that left elbow across right side body. Heels to the mat, press through the heels back up to prayer position. Woo, gazing to the right. Inhale, prayer position, arms overhead. And then exhale, left side. We'll go left side right away. Just be gentle. So squatting into your chair and then draw right elbow across. We're just gonna set up some vulnerability on this pose. So that's setting the left hip onto your left tricep. They actually come a little bit out of your twist to gaze at your legs, gaze at the long edge of your mat. The strength comes from that twist. It's very vulnerable. I feel like I'm gonna fall on my head, but notice when you fall on your head, you really don't go very far. All right, and then come back to your squat. All right, now here again, we're gonna have to set up the twist a little bit. So heels to the ground, coming up, and then you're gonna refine that twist. So refine the rinse of the organs here, breathing in and hugging the belly in. Inhale, prayer position, stand tall. And exhale, hands, heart center, nice work. Shake it out a little bit. Again, water, child's pose at any time. All right, now we're ready for the third vulnerable position, which is revolved crescent lunge. So we've basically been doing it in different shapes, different inversions. And now this one kind of feels the widest. Again, it feels like you kind of let go of one tree, the other tree, and you're balancing on those bungee cord things. I kind of forgot what they're called. But let's all come to the front edge of the mat. Nice work. So we're going to do a gentle mini vinyasa. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, body makes an L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, stand tall. And then cut the hands through. Exhale, prayer position. So, just slice it nice and through. Setting up the right side, that's stepping the left foot way back. To come to your crescent lunge. This place of instability. It's a good balance of stretch and strength. And then we're going to inhale, raise arms overhead. So this is sun crescent, Anjalayasana. And then, here comes the twist. Grab your hands, heart center, long neck. So we've been practicing that relaxed neck, energy moving through. Inhaling here and exhale, draw the right elbow across. Now, you may need to lean a little bit forward just to make that connection, left elbow to right leg. But you don't want to tilt the hips too far back. So still preserve the integrity. I'll face you. Preserve the integrity of your leg position. Lower back leg at any time. I forgot to mention that. This is the same benefits in the body. For extra vulnerability, raise the left knee up. Nice work. One more inhale here. And exhale, gentle plank pose, hands to the mat, step back. Woo. Inhale in plank. Exhale, down dog or child's pose if you need a little break. Good. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, circle arms up, bend your knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. If you already came up, just wait in the stand and we'll all join together. Standing tall. Left side, inhale, Tadasana, circle arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, body makes an L, feel that nice long neck. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, Tadasana, flat back to come hot. And exhale, slice through the energy. So hands come to heart center. Left side, step the right foot way back. Moving into our sun crescent. Headlights, the hips shining forward as much as possible. Right, so lower back is protected. Feel your organs wide in the back, wide in the front. And draw arms forward and up. So nice and strong. Pinky spun in, so that'll relax the shoulders. Good, and then I forgot you can lower your knee if you'd like. Same benefits. We're working on vulnerability here. Strengthening at the base of the body. Draw hands, heart center. Breath in and exhale. Rotate right elbow across. So releasing toxins in the center of the body. Opening your chest to the experience, right? So I'm really getting this beautiful opening using left elbow across right leg. Seeing the left wall, maybe your pets on the left side, maybe your bed, maybe your kitchen sink, whatever you're seeing, use that. And then come back into the four corners of your mat. So hearing the breath move in. And on the twist, you might have to adjust your lungs or the air. You'll kind of Feel it move as it expands, and then exhale. It's a little different than when we're facing straight front. Inhale here. Exhale, plank pose. Spine unwinds. Hands to the ground. Step it back. Child's pose if you'd like, or you can lower your knees. From plank pose, exhale to down dog. So in breath and plank. Exhale, send the hips high. Nice work. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale, come to face the mat. So I'm gonna just throw in, this is kind of strength, kind of vulnerability to me. I think it's really hard to balance on the side. So the side plank pose really is going into the wilderness for me. Kind of throwing my, I don't know, maybe it's throwing my inner ear off. We're gonna extend the right leg. This is like gate pose. And then we're gonna gently lower the left hand down to the mat. So we're in our side plane. Options. Extending the right heel towards the front of the room or the to our right. So you're on the long, looking at the long edge of your mat or in the video. Good. So this is side plank, or lower right leg down. Let's go into full plank. Very vulnerable. Being careful with your shoulder. So keep that left knee down if you're working on strength, or you can lower to your elbow. So here's another good option if your wrists are hurting at this time. So feel those constant corrections. This is a real vulnerable pose. You might sway front or back. So I'm just kind of playing and having fun with it, but just follow your breath. So the breath fills you in the inhale, and exhale, strengthen left side body for 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Lower left knee to the mat and come to a gentle tabletop to child's pose, just to release out of it. Relaxing the wrists. If you want to put elbows on the mat and circle wrists. Good. Hips get heavy and come to a seat. And we'll set up the, some people call it the right side. So right side, extend the left leg long. And I'm gonna let the right hand set it up so right shoulder is over right wrist. Or if your wrists have had too much today, which we've done a lot, you could stack right shoulder over right elbow. So that works as well. But just move to a position that's your edge or your vulnerability. So today maybe like, I can't keep my stomach in. So I'm gonna stay here and work on strength in the stomach. Maybe your vulnerability point is left leg up. Breathing in, breathing out. Woo. All right, full side plankers. Step the left foot down. And I find it easier to step the right foot back and then stack them. Right foot on top of left. So we didn't go into any other options, but you could fly left leg, tree position, or reaching left arm overhead. So find your position of vulnerability, breathing in and breathing out. Good, nice work. Good. Lower the right knee underneath you, kindly and gently. So you're shifting your weight to the lower portion of your body and coming on down to a traditional child's pose. Knees together, that helps you really round through the back. Buddha belly, let it be soft. And if you need to roll out right wrist, go for it here. Breath in and breath out. Good. Hips get heavy and roll up one vertebra at a time. Final position of vulnerability will be plow, or shoulder stand is vulnerable. Plow pose, just a little more relaxation, and then shavasana. So those 3 patterns. And we're gonna start with Shoulder stand. So even though it's kind of a yin posture, cooling down in an inversion is very vulnerable. You have to be careful with your neck. So always gaze at your own spine. Come to laying down on your mat. So just gently roll down, hands at your sides. Inhale, raise your feet to legs up the wall. If you want to skip shoulder stand, you can move straight into plow pose. That's pressing your hands. Actually, let's all do that. We'll build into shoulder stand. So from legs up the wall, press your hands into the mat and exhale, kind of hike your hips a little bit. Roll through the back. From here, shimmy shoulders underneath you, always gazing at your belly button. So we're going to move to shoulder stand. Restorative shoulder stand. So sending your elbows as much as you can behind you towards the back of the room. Find an opening in your chest, so be a little open to the experience, vulnerable there. Strengthening in the middle of the back. All right. So full vulnerability if you want, vinyasa style, stacking hips over shoulders. So you're going to walk a little bit more down your back. So if you have any shoulder or neck issues, do not do this pose. Otherwise, think of stacking hips over shoulders. Whoa, we're really balancing on our shoulder blades. Inner legs are strong. So the key to assisting your lower body will be using your inner legs. So finding strength. I don't even know if I'm straight. I haven't done this pose in so long. Balancing shoulder blades. But all I know is I'm still moving the air through so I can talk to you. Most important thing is just watching the breath move through. And see how it feels for you. And then back down to restorative style. So resting your hips on your hands a little bit. So we've really had a chance for the liquid in our body to reverse, to head down to our brain. So to that pituitary gland in the back of the brain. Even your ankles. Some of the liquid in your ankles has moved down. You can feel a little pressure in the front of your face. So, what is that called? Your sinuses? I can feel that under your eyes. This feels really good in this restorative posture. So from shoulder stand, plow pose, bending at the hips and reaching the feet back. Micro bend knees. It's a great restorative pose, but this pose and shoulder stand, it takes a lot of courage to do that. It's just so opposite from seated at a desk. Feel the strength we're building. So you're even opening in the chest. So shimmying shoulders underneath you, making those micro adjustments. Being very careful though with the back of the neck. Keeping space even in the front of the neck. So the back of the neck so long that you can feel air between chin and front of the neck. And don't look at the video, just gaze at your own knees as much as possible. Then we're gonna micro bend knees. So this is ear pinning pose. I don't think I could do this one. My knees used to come to the mat. So if they can, just remove sound. So your knees come in front of your ears. That's a real funny one. Be careful with your neck again. Unshimmy shoulders. So from ear pinning pose, roll down one vertebra at a time. Joining the others and legs up the wall. So some people might not have wanted to do plow pose. Good. Bend your knees. Cross right ankle over left. So we're going to move into instability here for me because we're going to torque our hips. We're going to do a final gentle spinal twist, stepping the right foot to the right side of the mat. A final stretch for the outside of the right leg. So it's like pigeon pose with a spinal twist. Open arms out like a T or goalpost arms, gazing to the right. So, but there is a lot of instability here because you're not stacking your hips, so be careful, but there's an openness feeling, that Buddha belly. And then you can close right knee any amount to stretch the outside of the right leg. Now we're going to come back to stability. So you're going to press left foot onto the mat. And left foot, as it presses into the mat, you can bring your hips back to neutral. So resting on the mat, lower back relaxes, shoulders relax. Then we're going to do final spinal twist for the left side. Cross left ankle over right knee. So it's like that figure 4 we were in. Only we're using gravity, using the breath, and take that spinal twist. Step the left foot across the right side. So there's 2 ways to do this, right? You can keep left knee open, and for a moment, just have that vulnerability of being very careful because we really don't have any stability here. But just allowing for a moment, openness in the hips, openness in Buddha belly. Just feel that nice torque. Then you can draw left knee a little bit closer to you, and that'll draw the stretch into the side of the left leg. And spinal twist, gazing to the left side. Hello. Now, how can your breath assist you? So using your mind, your body, and your spirit all together. So air comes in, it finds space in the body, and then out. Even that gaze over the left hand, left side, draws a little focus to the posture. All right, step right foot on the mat. Boom, right away. Relax your hips onto the mat. And then we're going to courageously slow down our brain waves in Shavasana. So it takes a little effort to relax the body. Put pillows under your knees if you'd like. Turn out the lights. And come back to full relaxation. Corpse pose. It really means as it sounds. So the death of your practice, kind of a corpse just laying on the mat. And be courageous enough to let go of the day and draw yourself into full relaxation. Nowhere to go and nowhere to be for at least a minute. Sleeping on the mat, whole body relaxes. Let's see how vulnerable you can be in Shavasana. How far can you remove yourself from the physical body and from the breath? So your body becomes an empty vessel. You become an observer, just seeing the body heavy on the mat. So take that, it takes courage to let go of thoughts. Takes courage to let go of the physical body, release stress. And take some courage to let go of the energetic body. So you're separated out, just observing energy moving through your body to stillness. Observing when your air is nice and full, the body inflates and body deflates. Silent Shavasana. From full relaxation, wiggle fingers and toes. Right up to a conscious level. Taking air in, taking air out. Morning stretch. Arms overhead and feet reaches. See how far, how long you can get. Final breath in and exhale over to a fetal posture. So yogis, close out your practice in a rebirth. Elbows are bent, knees are bent. It's ready to blossom open for the rest of the day. Take the upper hand to the ground and hips get heavy and reverse waterfall up to a seat. Thank you for trying out all your postures today, getting your full body relaxed, vulnerable to every moment, enjoying each new experience, and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for practice. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
That
was great.
Good. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tim.